Just to the west of Sharpsburg, Maryland, site of the Battle of Antietam during the Civil War, you'll find the Antietam Station. The station was built in 1910 by the Norfolk and Western Railway to replace a previous building which had burned down. It's been decades since the last passenger train called at Antietam, but the station is far from unused. Antietam Station is today home of the Hagerstown Model Railroad Museum. As an organization, the museum has roots going back to 1937 as the Hagerstown Model Engineering Society. From 1953 to 1992, the Society maintained and operated O and HO scale layout displays at the Hagerstown Fairgrounds. This lasted until the building became unsafe to occupy. It was then that the organization leased the dilapidated Antietam Station from the town of Sharpsburg to restore the building and construct a new model display inside. The station itself has been beautifully restored and contains a number of displays not only of railroad artifacts, but of pieces from the organization's past. I visited during one of the museum's open houses in January of 2026. At this event, there were 5 layouts operating. In the baggage room, there is an island display featuring O-gauge and HO scale layouts built together. In the main and waiting room, there were 2 N-scale layouts and an O-gauge S-gauge combined layout. The first N-scale layout was donated to the club some years back by a Mr. Gary Engbretson, and is a small layout with a looping mainline and variety of sidings.
Any questions about this one? Oh, well, my personal project is over there. I built that.
The second N-scale layout is a personal layout brought in and displayed by a member of the museum. It is a small winter scene. The O-gauge S-gauge layout features a classic O-gauge loop on the lower level and an American Flyer train on the upper level.
It was in the storage area. I was like,
And this was built.
that
A couple of younger members had their own small displays, including some German models by Marklin. The centerpieces of the museum are the O-gauge and HO-scale displays in the baggage room. The O-gauge layout is named after the O-scale display at the fairgrounds, the Potomac Valley Railroad, and features a double-track main line circling the entire island. On the open side of the layout, a number of operating accessories and animations bring the scene to life. The other side of the O-gauge layout is beneath the HO layout, but still has full scenery and multiple yard tracks. The HO-scale layout has a staging yard located just behind the backdrop of the open section of the O-gauge layout. It too has a double-track mainline, along with a third looping mainline track running through the middle of the scene. The HO layout also borrows its name from the original HO-scale layout from the fairgrounds, the Maryland Central.
But then at the same time, people like John Sponsor, the legal group, they're not QNC. They're not. So I mean, so like,
While the main line of the Maryland Central may be a little short when compared to other club layouts, a very nicely done logging and coal branch runs along the back edge of the layout and is quite impressive. Beyond the model railroads, several interesting railroad items are on display, including signals and the headlight off of a Western Maryland K2 Pacific-type steam locomotive. The Hagerstown Model Railroad Museum has scheduled open houses as well as 2 annual train shows at the nearby Washington County Agricultural Education Center. For more information about the organization as well as a schedule of events, visit their website, www.antietamstation.com.